Hello Central Unified, and welcome to the first ever edition of Central Live, a monthly video featuring some of the incredible things happening in our school district and a topic spotlight. My name is Gilbert Maggione, and I'm the Communications and Public Relations Officer. This month brings the start of a brand new school year and the return of in-person learning. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get started.
Have a great day, guys. Happy first day.
On the 11th of this month, more than 16,000 students across the Central Unified School District started the new school year. For the first time ever, students stepped foot onto Justin Garza High School.
We want to welcome you to day one at Justin Garza High School.
Freshmen and sophomores are the first to learn at JGHS. Some parts of campus remain closed as construction wraps up. If you're driving through a school zone, remember, exercise your patience and drive slow.
Parents, if you could just please be patient.
As a reminder, the district continues to follow the California Department of Public Health's guidance. This means temperature checks on some campuses and wearing masks. Masks are required inside all district facilities. For more details on our safety guidelines, head over to centralunified.org and check out our 2021-22 Central USD Return to School Plan. Back to school nights are in full swing and will continue through August 26th. Check out our district calendar for a complete list of dates. The athletic season is upon us. In August, we'll see the return of cross country, water polo, volleyball, football, and so many more. Check out our district calendar for all our game days, including locations and times. The return to campus might be stressful for some. That's why this month's spotlight is on mental health. We sat down with district lead psychologist Shant Avakian to talk about the back to school transition. Students are finally back on campus. I mean, talk to me about what that means when we talk about, the psychology aspect of things.
Yeah, we expect, we have not really gone through this kind of situation before, obviously, but we've had like similar kinds of instances in smaller scale, after natural disasters like Katrina, so where kids have been out, or wildfires up in the mountains. And so we've had similar instances where students have been out of school for long periods of time, nothing to this degree. So we do have some research, some background that helped guide us to what we might expect, that helped us plan for students returning to our schools. So the main thing that we believed that would be impacting kids was this long exposure to isolation. Kids have been isolated to a long degree, which leads to a lot of separation from their friends, feelings of depression, which go really close with anxiety. Students have been at home a lot more than they're used to being at home, and maybe they're being exposed to things at home that they really weren't exposed to before. And so there's also worry about not just themselves with COVID, but their family members. Their parents are afraid, what if I lose somebody? Or some may have lost somebody or been hospitalized for a long time and seen the effects for the health. So we expected a lot of kids to come back with issues with anxiety, issues with depression, but also just being out of practice of socializing with their peers. Those rules, following directions, maintaining a routine are going to be challenges for many.
Shant, what advice do you have for parents who, with their students, now returning to campus? As you mentioned, a lot of students and even parents themselves are really nervous about the return to campus.
Right. And just being in touch with your child, talking to them, but just being aware of behaviors is a big issue as well. Strong body, strong mind, and maintaining a routine at home, making sure there's good food. Sleep schedules are really important. If they're healthy, they can tolerate stress and anxiety a lot better. So parents maintaining a routine, a calm environment, speaking with their children, being aware of any changes in terms of sleep, in terms of their eating patterns, their what they find for fun, their activities, are those things diminishing, keeping an eye out on those kinds of subtle changes sometimes, because they might not always verbalize.
So apart from the scheduling, anything that either students or parents can do really quickly to kind of overcome those jitters?
Overcome those jitters, yeah. Walking through, talking them through their day, talking to them about visualizing their schedule ahead of time, so they can kind of talk through what they expect is going to happen. How is that going to make you feel when you walk into class? How are you going to deal with if someone's getting too close to you? But at home afterwards, there are things they could do with their students, their children, I think parents can do is model is the biggest thing. Children really pick up on what's going on around them, and modeling those things like good routines, dealing with anxiety, not being overreactive, being calm. If they can model those things with their children, they'll be able to pick up on that.
And before we bring this Central Live to a close, we'd like to remind our Central families to fill out their health screeners before coming onto campus every morning. If you feel sick, stay home. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day.